All right, we are live now. Today is, I don't know what it is today, to be honest. It's 11th of November and it's Tuesday. So yeah, another trading day on this channel. We are trading scalping NASDAQ stock market on 1 minute time frame, and the goal of the series is to go from $0 to $1 million per year. So yes, we are just starting. The markets are open right now. So let's take a look at what is going on and focus a little bit on the price action. So right now we have a big opening gap. So we closed the regular trading hours here yesterday. Today we opened, let me just mark this correctly, we opened, I believe this is the opening candle, 9:30. Okay, we opened here, and it seems like we want to go a little bit higher. The 15-minute time frame looks decently bullish, at least until we zoom out, because if we zoomed out, this was clear break of structure here to the downside. Then we moved up. Big gap here still needs to be closed. Big opening range gap still needs to be closed. We broke the structure here. We moved up. Then we played around yesterday. We ended up the stream 30 points in red yesterday because of this kind of funny price action. Then the market shooted up and we are here today. So we tested this big gap here and we'll see where we go from here. Like I said, we do have another gap right now on the 1 minute time frame. This is this great area. We are still in that volume imbalance. We're working it so hard right now. Again, like I said a few streams before, this needs to be balanced. So we'll see. The daily chart maybe doesn't look so good. We went up here, we tested this order block. We'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, no news today as far as I know, just some speeches. So again, we'll look at what is going on in the markets. 5-minute chart. We do have this gap that we are bouncing off right now. We need to look at the liquidity right now. It seems like we went to, I think it's lower quadrant. Let me measure it. Oops, not that. If I measure from the midpoint to the beginning, almost perfectly lower quadrant. So let's see. Where is the liquidity? I think this looks funny. My goodness. Looking at that, I'm scared to trade today. But let's see if we can scoop something out of the markets. Maybe it is going to be a little bit cleaner. Ideally, I want this gap to be closed. We are below VWAP though. And this is the MA20 on the 5-minute chart. It's like up and down, up and down. Even on the 5-minute chart, the overnight session was up and down. Volatility. So what is the volatility in the first few minutes? Let's take a look. Around 30. Not bad. Okay, so we have those first presented fair value gaps from the 6th of November and 10th of November, which is yesterday. It seems like we are kind of bouncing off it. Ideally, I would like to enter long to close this gap, but it doesn't look like that. Or maybe it does. Okay, there is a sell candle on the upcoming on the 5-minute chart as well. We need to pay attention to it. Okay, we do have some minor liquidity here, which I think we are going to grab in a few seconds, hopefully. We have some more 654 level, so if we overshoot the VWAP, maybe even touch the midpoint of this gap. This looks like a liquidity grab to the downside. This is London high. I wonder how much time we are going to spend in this volume imbalance. This is weekly and daily volume imbalance, so quite an important one. On the 5-minute chart, we do have this gap. We also have another gap here, and there was a small gap here just between those two candles. What are you doing, NASDAQ? Now, I don't know if we can consider this liquidity to be taken, to be honest. We moved like, let's say, this was 455, 3 points below. I'm sure there is more liquidity here, to be honest. And I think I have it 451. I have it marked on my 1-minute chart. I don't think if I buy the theory that we actually took these stops, so I have it on my chart still. See, yet again we stopped almost perfectly on this fair value gap, so I'll keep it on my chart. This is quite old, but seems to be an important price level. Now, what is NASDAQ doing here? We don't have the first presented fair value gap just yet. That week looks like liquidity grab above here. We did not go above this high. Lows here. I mean, if I look at this at the 15-minute time frame, this structure looks bearish, quite frankly. I know we moved a lot to the upside over the past few days, but I mean, we are still making lower highs, and all we did really is close that massive void. Let me show you this. See, we had this void, and I believe I told you, I think we're gonna see this void closed. So we closed it perfectly. I wanted it to go a little bit higher to my order block. Got almost to the beginning of the order block, maybe a few points, and then reversed. So I don't know, maybe we are going down from here. Let's mark 10 a.m. This is going to be a potential reversal zone if we see any price action by then. I'm just marking some levels on the chart. Okay, so sell candle on the 5-minute. And my goodness. Do we have anything here? The best trade I can see right now is down here to the wrong side. But then we have these lows. What about let this pullback here? Seven. So we tested this order block. Here we have a tiny gap that we just bounced off. I think this may actually provide some spring to the upside. It's so tiny I did not notice it. There you go. So this is going to be our today's, my goodness. Is this really it? It's a 1 point per value gap. It's not going to be even seen on my chart. Nonetheless, it's here. Okay, so see, we created this first value gap, so tiny no one can see it. 11 November. I need to move it to the top. And that. So tiny. How do you trade this? That's the question. If this is how it's going to look like, I'm just gonna skip today's session altogether. That needs to move. I will check the news again. I don't think there is anything Tuesday. Absolutely nothing today. Wednesday, tomorrow, at least we have some speeches. Going on here. We created this gap, we bounced here, we dropped down, closed here, Now we are breaking through this massive gap. Massive 1 point gap. Okay, something is going on finally. So lower low. Okay, maybe we see the break of structure here on 1 minute. Or just a liquidity grab below these lows or this low. There is this gap on the 15-minute chart that we are working just now. That is pretty much closed right now. And I do believe I can see volume imbalance down below at 550. So that may need to be worked on. Okay, was that just a liquidity grab? Or at least something. So we have a gap, big gap here. Okay, we touched on it, moving down. Where could we go? Volume imbalance at 550. big wicks. Mm. 5 minute has just created, not confirmed yet, but we do have a tiny new gap. Seems like just a fake out to the downside, or maybe not. Let's see. And this gap completely closed now. Okay, a tiny gap. And we have some new gaps. And this one. And we have this one. And we inverted this one as well. So, okay, we are approaching 10 a.m. I wonder what's the range. 86 point. That's actually not bad. Let's see how it reacts to this top of that gap. Okay, so we are testing the top here. Let's see if we can see some strength. And I would enter if we can move higher. I guess I am filled right now. So let's see how this is going to play out. Well, not very good right now. There is this midpoint of that gap, and we have this part here, maybe again prematurely entered. So let's see. Testing the midpoint of that gap. Still okay here. A little premature entry, I'd say. But let's see. Okay, so we do have the first gap on the 5-minute chart. This is 10 a.m. Okay, let's see how it plays out. What's going on? Okay, so it seems like I only got fill in one account. Okay, so we'll wait. Okay, tested the order block. Let's see. Could actually have added here, to be honest. Ooh. And that's it. My goodness. I'm gonna flatten all the accounts. Okay. No comments here. What is going on here? So let's clean up this chart. Try to buy it here and see what happens. Stop will be below. Start moving to the downside, then I want to be out anyway. Let's see. Things look sketchy. Hmm. Okay, it's 10:10. Market could start running now. And thinking with us. Okay, I will move my stop loss to break even now. And I will be exiting soon, I guess. Yeah, definitely below here. Okay, so what happened is we do have small volume imbalance here, which I forgot about it here, and I was afraid it will actually bounce off it. Well, anyway, we got, I think we lost 70 to 1141 points. First trade lost 41 points, a little bit prematurely. Second trade, we entered here 63 to 79, so about 12 points. Oh, 63. That's 16 points, isn't it? 16 points. Could be more. I completely forgot about this volume imbalance here. It hit it perfectly to the tick. See, my idea was this area here. Exit, which would have given us 63 to 97. 34 points. Unfortunately, this is not showing on the micro NASDAQ. And that is why I like to actually trade off the NASDAQ chart, because the algorithm works off the NASDAQ chart, not micro. So yeah, if I have seen it, then I would probably exit. I mean, I guess you could say it is visible a little bit. Okay, let's wait and see. So now, broke the structure to the downside. We moved to this volume imbalance here, which together with this wick creates a gap. Okay, this was my target that I missed. For this little bounce, and then we could have entered here. I wanted to see if it's going to continue to the upside or not, because now there is nothing. But first losing trade was only on one account, not on both. So at least that's good. Okay, midpoint of that order block, but I don't think this is, it doesn't look like it wants to go higher right now. Looks like it wants to go lower. At least on the 1 minute chart. I'm looking at the 5 minute as well and the 15 minute. But we had some crazy price action recently, so. Okay, so it seems like we once again bounced off this small volume imbalance here. We also did not close any bodies within this volume imbalance. Actually, this Okay. So here is the top of the opening range gap, 10th November. That's a huge gap and it's not closed. So maybe we are leaving today's gap for later, at least for now. And just moving to close this gap. There is nothing here. And we do have this little guy weekly. Okay. So now we can see a little bit of the story here. That is developing. We still have this order blocking in the way on the 15-minute. Okay, a big gap here. We have this gap, this gap, and these have to be closed at some point. Okay, so let's see. See what's going on here. Making lower lows, making lower high. I think I'm gonna try entering to the short side, to be honest. Let's see how this plays out. It is doing something here. We have this order block. I have my order placed just somewhere here. So I want to see if we can move to the downside. My stop would be obviously somewhere above these highs. And that is obviously if we can get there. Looking how these candles react. Okay, I'm in the trade right now. So let's see what is going to happen here. I would like to go to 520. Possible. Okay, that's definitely break even right now. Come on. Ah, NASDAQ. Such a nice trade. And now it's gonna go down. 562, 540. Okay, so 20 points in profit. I wanted more. Let's see how this develops. Third trade, break even. Basically wicked me out of the trade. It's gonna go to 520 probably, at least. This looks like accumulation to go to the downside. Okay, 1030 is coming though. So let's see if this is going to materialize in anything. 1030 is tricky a little bit because we are setting the initial balance as well. So need to be careful. It definitely could be a nice trade. Maybe I should have taken 20 points. 20 points, not bad. I really don't want to enter any long trades here. Just does not look like that. This was the only reasonable trade and could be actually the silver bullet trade as well. This volume imbalance here and here. Move to the upside, order block. And now moving down. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen now. We have the initial balance set. So let's put this on our chart. A little bit lower. Okay, so this is our initial balance now. A buy candle is coming up on the 5-minute chart. And we are in the vicinity of initial balance. So let's see how this develop. Weekly opening up on the 27th, just below us. I am looking at how relevant this fair value gap is still here. Candle number 7. Okay, we are approaching this order block 478. If we get there, I'm going to dump from here 478. We have this liquidity here. Four, 9, 7. Let's give it a second. So the 15-minute chart is right now in the vicinity of the order block. And we have this gap here. think I'm gonna sell here. No, I can't sell it. I don't like this candle here. And that is on the weekly opening gap. So let's wait and see. There may be a trade cooking here. Okay, gap on the, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at this gap being closed. Candle number 8. And one more candle number 9 if it goes to my order block here. And I would be looking to enter long or a knife catch or a quick bounce. That is obviously if we go there. And also I am aware of this liquidity below these lows. So I am hoping we're not gonna get it on the first pass. But again, I may be wrong. If we are bullish, we should stop somewhere here. So let's see, this order block really starts here. And we are working the order block on the 15-minute chart, which we hit the mean threshold, which is the midpoint of the candle. I don't know. I'm gonna try selling here. I have a feeling we are going to move a little bit lower. Let's see. $78. Nice strong dump candle would be nice. Up to the upside. I'm not in the trade right now. My order is at 505. And I really want this to go down. Okay, so we have gap here. We have a gap here, which we are working right now. Two gaps, basically. Okay, got a fill. Now let's see if this materializes in anything of significance. And if we do go above this gap, then I want to be out of the trade. I'm sincerely hoping this is not going to happen. We never know. Okay, up to here is fine. Anything above this gap is not fine. So let's see. And if we go down, maybe even 550. Oh, NASDAQ. Why are you doing this to me? I should probably not sell on the upcoming buy candle. Okay, this is gonna stop me. 40 points. Then NASDAQ. So that's gonna be fourth trade. Bad day. Okay. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, so these two gaps closed now. Still think we are going down. Let's take a look. Okay, so an entry of 15-minute order block would be nice here. Almost got to it. Would have to be here. Okay, so that would be perfect. Okay, I am filled on one account again. Come on. Finger on the trigger. A little bit late. Mm. I really want to see an oversized candle. An oversized big candle to the downside. It's teasing me. Hmm. Okay, it's gonna be break-even trade. I'm not giving up on it just yet. Okay, enough is enough. It's in one account anyway. I don't know what it's doing, but it's 9:50 right now. 11 a.m. reversal might be coming. So this trade was 5 to 8, 12 to 5 to 8, 5 to 8, and 8, 16 points. 16 points win. Now it's gonna move. Yeah, okay. And 6. Okay, let's see. Where is that liquidity here? This is the liquidity. And 576 is the order 577. 577 is the order book. So I wonder if we really are going to grab this. Or are we just going, it starts 5. Okay, it's a bit far away right now. Close the gap on the 5 minute. I want to give it a little bit more time. But in this line, maybe a little bit smaller trade. And I would add to it lower. Let's see. Trying to be patient here. 7. Okay, 11 a.m. coming. It is working, that order block, but there's definitely nothing to enter long of just yet. And there's this 15-minute order block. But my stop would be too wide. 350. Okay, I will try it here. For 11 a.m. reversal. Certainly not confident in this trade, but let's see. We move to break even now. Yes, weekly opening gap here. Okay, that's 12 points. Weekly opening gap. I wonder if this is going to reject or we just push through it. Okay. Come on, NASDAQ. Still holding this trade. Okay, 11 a.m. Can we get 20 points? We could have. I wanted more. but may get less instead. I'm still thinking about 11 a.m. reversal here, that's why I'm holding this trade. Worst case scenario is going to be break even. Or I will close it early. A little bit more. Come on, NASDAQ. Now it's rejecting of that weekly opening gap so far. Okay. 27 points. What's going on with my copier flat and all? Okay, not bad. That was not a bad trade. It tested my patience. Crazy. So how many points did we get? 501 to 528. 27 points. Okay. 6, 8, 1, 27, did I say? 501, 27 points. Okay, we are still red. Why did I exit here? Very simple answer. I was looking at the 1 minute and we had this initial balance here. Okay, so as we were getting close to it, I did not trust it, okay, because we broke through it, we broke the low. Now we have this massive order block, so we may be just testing initial balance from the downside. So we are breaking through it right now, but I don't trust it. Would be nice to hold this trade for a little longer. Okay, so the 15-minute order block did its job. And it actually did it perfectly. If I waited, again, that is a big if. See? So what do we see here? We see a break of structure to the upside here. We see these gaps closed, void closed, return to the order block, mean threshold, 50% of this candle. Okay, bounces almost perfectly to the upside, okay? That doesn't have to be a significant bounce, but still it's an order block and gives us a bounce. So had I entered 496, okay, not a bad trade at all, but this is now done and I'm not going to trust it again. And all we did is went up to this order block. Okay, again 50% hit to the tick, moving up, moving down right now. Okay, hopefully we've got some bull divergences. So hopefully we create a higher low, sorry. We do have something to bounce off now. One. We have a second gap which we have just used. So yeah, okay, let's see. No break of structure here just yet on the 1 minute, so it would be kind of high risk trade if I stop here. 509, 89, 20 points stop. If you are trading base hits, then 509, well, you would have gotten like 20 points. Not bad. The volatility is good today, actually. 2 minute, 24, not bad. I remember the times when each of these candles you see, but on the 2 minute chart, they were like 9, 8. My goodness, you just can't trade it. It's terrible. So how many points? How many points? 41 lost. We lost 81 points. And we are up 16, 32, 60 points. 60 points. Okay. One of these trades were a little bit smaller, so the last trade was a little bit smaller. If that went a little bit further and then dropped, then I would trust it a little bit more. And there is no break of structure, we are below initial balance, we are actually bouncing on it. Still have this liquidity, still have gaps, a lot of gaps below us. Still have opening range gap from 10th of November, which is massive. Still have the weekly opening gap, which is massive again. Bring up the chart a little bit, and I'm gonna have to put this massive gap on my 15-minute chart. Sinking layer. This is the top one, and this is the bottom of it. So 15 minutes still bullish. 5 minute still bullish. 1 minute is bearish. So if we break structure on 1 minute, let's see if we can bounce off this gap. That would be something. You could enter a high risk trade off the top of this gap with a stop below 486, 502. 60 points. This is like very early stages if we can create higher low here. I'll give it a few more minutes. That will be the end of today's session. Would prefer this to be a green day though, but we would have to do points. That's a strong candle. Okay. 6. Ideally 40 points. Ideally 40 points we would have to make. Now what is going on here? Okay, 11 a.m. macro done. So it seems like it is early stages of reversal. Let's see if we can have break of structure here. Okay. I'm not trusting it just yet. If you hear screaming, that will be my kids. Come on, NASDAQ. I need 40 points. What does it doing here? There is definitely something I am missing. Definitely something I am missing here. Okay. 5 minutes can provide some answers. Look at that. We broke it to the downside, created this order block. Okay, so we created this order block. Okay, that tested this order block, then we moved down. Now we are bouncing off that gap, the previous gap here. So that gap may be still valid for a bounce, for a move to the downside. But if this is the case. So an entry 506 would be risky because 506 506 is here on the 1 minute. The 1 minute is still bearish. Okay, we have higher low. We could even draw and line. Yeah. So could this be turning into an ascending triangle now, potentially? That initial balance is holding us down. That's exactly where this gap is. So if I copy it over, here you go, see, this is this gap. So we are working it, but in the 5 minute, no bodies are closing above the midpoint of this gap. We have this order block. And this candle could be the first one to actually penetrate this gap. Let's see. Then it's tempting. 14. If it wasn't creating these higher lows now. Okay, some bearish divergences. Okay. My goodness. Let's take a look. On the 1 minute. Let's take a look. What is going on here? Okay, strong 5 minute candle. Higher highs, breaking the high here, potentially. Okay, it's a nice push. Another potential gap. That can potentially give us a signal on the 5 minute chart to enter. Okay, that's definitely break of structure here. Not necessarily on the 604 would be my target, which is here, or the midpoint. Okay, nice gap. Really nice gap. On the 5 minute, let's see if we can scoop something out of it. Okay, I'm going to buy here. For a potential move to the upside. Is it going to materialize in anything? I have no idea. 588 would be my ultimate target. 586, okay. Let's see. Number 6, working daily opening up. This is a very strong candle on the 5-minute chart, so I'm hoping we can scoop a few points as we start dropping here. Okay, this is that order block here, which may actually provide resistance. Give it 30 seconds. Let's see how this candle closes. This is a candidate for break even right now. Okay. That is the mean threshold, strong candle. Pushing forward. Can we reach my target? Or can we not? Come on, NASDAQ. Come on. Come on. "18 seconds on this candle. Really need this to push upside. Really need to push. Okay. Above the mean threshold. Come on, candle number 9 starting. This is a sell candle. So I think I am going to exit. Let's see if it can push to the upside. It's pushing. 20 points. Shall we take 20 points? Certainly break even. Pushing above that. Okay, let's sell it. Good. Good execution. Nice. Very nice. So 553 to 575. That's 22 points. 7th trade, 22 points. Winner. Okay, pushed it above. Good. I had a feeling this. Oh, it reached my target. First target, 588. So again, a little bit impatient, but with this order block, I just didn't trust it. We have the VWAP now. Here we have a big order block on the 5-minute, which we are now within. RSI is switch. This is nice blow-off candle. Can we go to the bottom of it? I don't know. Okay, this would be my first target. This was my second target. Nonetheless, I'm happy with this trade because we were 81 points in the red and we made 16, 32, 40, 60, 82 points. 82 points. So 82 points green and 81 points red. So 1 point in the green, which is good. We do have some commissions, etc. So one of the accounts is one of the accounts is in the red still, and the other account is in the green, because remember the first trade that we lost was not entered on the second account. So that's in the green. Overall, we are actually green on the day. Okay. So 1 point in the green today. Very nice. Something to be proud of. But considering the fact that we were 80 points in the red, not bad. Not bad. So lesson from today, I need to be a little bit more patient with my entries. Okay, a little bit more focused on the price action rather than talking and watching something else here. And I need to remember that the order blocks mean threshold on the 15-minute time frame takes priority over the 5-minute time frame. Those are the lessons for today, because if we did enter and stick in a trade of the mean threshold on the 15-minute time frame to reach my first goal, it would be 94 points. Nice. With very little drawdown. My God, 95, 88, 8 points drawdown. Wow. It's crazy. Look at what's going on right now. So we broke the structure here. So I think this is actually to move to the upside. Doesn't look like that, does it? Testing the share balance low. I'm really scared to enter here. Really scared. And I don't think I'm gonna do this today. But you could. And that would be definitely, at least for a bounce. Let's see if we can get something out of it. This is a big drop. One gap, second gap, third gap. Maybe not. Quite a sharp drop. And this can go all the way to this order block here. This was the last down candle of this one. Last down candle. I would probably think about this one. Last down candle before the breakout. Here. Wow. Let's see if this is going to materialize in a trade to the upside. This is even better level now to enter. Apart from the fact that it's dumping like crazy. See the 1 minute clear break of structure. Clear break of structure here. Okay, still back to that initial gap, discount. We are definitely in a deep discount right now. Okay. And that is really the last place to bounce from. Oh, what I done. Wow, it's going after that liquidity, I'm telling you. Okay, liquidity taken. Still have this liquidity at 452. And that'll be just the liquidity grab below these lows here. I don't think so. Okay, this gap closed. This gap closed. It's going after this liquidity. Or not. This could be just new order block. I'm glad I didn't enter the trade here. What have we done? Okay, working on a reversal candle on the 5-minute chart. I wonder if this is just a manipulation to get everyone scared. 15-minute, no break of structure. 5-minute. 5-minute looks crap anyway. 1 minute, we had definitely break of structure to the upside. So it might be, the algorithm doing its job here, scaring people off. Mean threshold not violated, the lowest one in the 1 minute, see? More or less here. If it wasn't for this liquidity, that would be perfect and still would if you weren't scared. Let's enter here. 26 points. Took the stops, took pretty much everyone out. That is so NASDAQ scalping, guys. That is so NASDAQ trading futures. Liquidated everyone who was short. Liquidated everyone who was long on this move. And now let's be relaxed and move to the upside. That would be so NASDAQ. Everyone is scared, including me to enter. We can all see this liquidity here, this level. All the big fish entering here again. So they accumulated here. Broke of structure. Took all the stop losses, bought them, boom. Shoot to the upside. Perfect scenario. That is obviously, I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen, obviously, but this is so NASDAQ. $15-minute chart is still intact for the move to the upside. Maybe I will look at this. Let's see if this materializes, because maybe we should look at the 15-minute chart. and take it as an overall guide of where we are going. So since we didn't really break the structure in the 15-minute, we are still bullish, poised to go up. Obviously, this can change in the next 15 minutes, but so far we are still bullish on the 15-minute. So any entries of the lower order blocks, then it's perfectly fine, I guess. I thought it's going to bounce off the initial balance. Okay, I will check this later. We are 1 point in the green. Is it really 1 point? Must be. 16, 32, 39, 59, 61, 81. Pretty much break even. 81. 81, 81, break-even day. So let's say it's a break-even day. Okay, that's how I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for watching whenever you watch this. That's it for today, and I should see you tomorrow. Thanks and bye-bye.